What's up, guys? I know it's been a minute since I posted here on YouTube, probably about 2 years, but I just want to say is I'm back. Probably going to start doing videos about once a week showcasing all of my projects, starting with my 2000 EK hatchback to my 1995 Integra that I'm going to attempt to do a K-swap in my garage. And then of course I want to take you along for what it's like to race in a professional race series. Behind the scenes, see what it's like, so you can see how fun it really is. But the last time I posted, like I said, was about 2 years ago, and you saw a lot of this. A lot of you asked what happened to that sick S14 that I had and that insanely fast Subaru. Well, long story short is I sold both cars. In 2021, I actually ran out of funding to finish out the racing season, and the only way I was going to find the money is to sell 2 of my project cars. I put them up for sale, they sold in 2 weeks, I found the money, we finished out the season so well that they invited us back for actually 2022. And thanks to our amazing partners and sponsors, we're able to sign up for 2022 and fight for the championship. Right now, we're sitting 4th in the championship, and I'm really excited for our next race next week. A lot of you have asked what series I race in. I race in TC America, which is one of the series that's under SRO Motorsports. I race in the Borla Exhaust, BGRT, Civic SI, and TCA class. We race across the country for 7 weekends, and they're all double header weekends. That means 2 races a weekend. And now that we're caught up, let's talk about today's project. Today we're going to talk about my 1995 Integra. I bought this car about 2 weeks ago from a guy in SoCal. I've been looking for an Integra for about 2 months, but I'm picky about what I want. I just don't want anything. So when I was going to buy an Integra, I was going to make it worth my time. I saw lots of them out there, but they were definitely not in the shape that I was looking for. Now, I saw this one on OfferUp, and I saw it and I left within 45 minutes of seeing it on OfferUp and drove about 6.5 hours to go pick it up with my friend's trailer in my truck. Needless to say, I was hoping when I got there that the car was exactly what it said it was in the ad, and it was, to my surprise. So, my time wasn't wasted. The car is in actually really good shape. He said it had been garaged most of its life. I believe that the engine blew up relatively recently, and he took it out and was planning to do a K24 swap in the Integra. Something happened, like life happened. I think he might be him and his wife having a baby, and he decided that he needed to sell the project, which was very fitting for me because I was actually looking for an Integra to do a K24 swap. So when this came up, I was like, man, this is perfect. The young man I bought this from didn't really know much about the K24. He did know that the engine came from HMO, which is a pretty reputable importer of JDM Honda engines. After a little bit of research, I did find out that it is actually a K24 3 lobes, which is pretty sweet. And honestly, as long as the engine's good, I think we came out pretty good on this project. So while I was steam cleaning the engine bay, I noticed that the ABS unit had been leaking for a while, and brake fluid had caused a lot of the paint in the engine bay to come off. And like, I could leave it and not really worry about it, but I want this swap to look nice. And if I'm gonna spend the time on it, I might as well do it right the first time. Because if I don't, later on down the road, I'm probably gonna be mad at myself for not just repainting it. Now, this probably won't be a job that I get done today, but we can definitely get started and make a pretty good dent. honestly pretty hot here in Phoenix. It's about 105 and I want to go inside, but it's cool. But we got a lot of things done. We got a lot of the bumper, headlights, a lot of the wiring harnesses, things that I'm not going to use anymore off the car. I need to drain the brake fluid so I can take this eyesore of an ABS unit out of here because it's just terrible and I hate it. So I'm going to try to work on that tomorrow. Now next week, the video is going to come to you from NOLA Motorsports Park, where I'm going to be at New Orleans for round 3 and 4 of the TC America Championship. I'm going to take you along to see what it's like to be a professional race car driver and race in a professional race. So I hope you guys like that, the ins and outs behind the scenes, how we get the car ready. So tag along and I'll see you next week.